Locals saw Ansara terrorists as evangelists and took their kit to them to learn Islam. Kaduna leader. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Recall that days ago, the governor of Kaduna State, T3RR0R1STS, wrote a letter to President Buhari where he raised the alarm that terrorists want to use Kaduna State as their operational base in Northwest region. Today, Vanguard newspaper interviewed a community leader in the Emirate, Alhaji Zubairu Idris Abdurrauf, the Dan Mansanan Beningwari, who spoke extensively on the activities of Ansar terrorists in Beningwari local government area of Kaduna State. According to him, Ansar terrorists stormed the local government area on November 17, 2012 and attacked Dogon Dawa. During the attack, 23 people were killed inside a masjid during early morning prayers. He said these terrorists went to police headquarters in the area and looted the arms after chasing police officers away. He said when the terrorists started initially, the locals thought they were evangelists who came to propagate the message of Islam, not knowing that they had an ulterior motive. He said these terrorists promised the locals that they would protect them from bandits, and when they thought they had good intentions for them, they took their children to the terrorists to learn the religion of Islam. That was how they started in Damari, Old Kayelo, and some places. Initially, the people thought these terrorists were evangelists who were there to propagate Islam, not knowing they have an interior motive. The locals started to take their children to the terrorists to learn the religion of Islam. Thereafter, they started to acquire arms, and many of them were dislodged from a northeast came to the area. Why would terrorists pretend to be people and later strike those who they deceived? Well, I think it is a kind of wanting them to accept. When you are actually planning to lay ambush on someone, you don't want them to see you as laying ambush. When you want to get people completely, like for instance now, if you want to enter into someone, let me say two nations at war, they actually have what they call spies. You go there, you pretend to be one of them. You can be coming 1, 2, 3. You can even pretend to be what I call a refugee. Then they pursue you from your own country. You lie about where you're from just to get into those people, to get them to relax. When someone you don't know someone is a stranger to you, then the more you feel you know the person, the more relaxed you are. You can meet somebody who tells you, let me use a scenario. You can meet somebody who tells you that they're actually homeless, and them being homeless, you have this sympathy, or you sympathize with them, and maybe they not even tell you that they're pregnant as well if it's a female, and maybe their parents chased them out from a house, tells you many stories and make you believe. Before you know, you might be suspecting 1 week, 2 weeks. Before you know, you get a point where you will no longer suspect. You will be at a very relaxed level with this person. That is when the person strikes. When your guards are down, when you're no longer worried about them, you leave your things and you go out and you come back, and maybe when you come back, you meet your house empty, That is when they strike. They don't strike when you are watching them. They don't. So that is the tactic these particular people used. And they also knew that the Northerners were actually people that anything religion, you go use and get them. That is why they use that. So asking why they are going to deceive them? They know what they wanted for. The terrorists came to destroy, they came to loot, they came to steal, they came to sack people from their lands and take over. That is their motive. So whatever tactic they used was just for initial purposes and nothing more. No feelings attached. That is what happened here. The locals thought that they were evangelists. That is surprising. How can evangelists struck and kill almost 23 people and ransack police station, a government establishment, in 2012, and locals still believe in them? They didn't report them to the government. I don't understand what the northern Muslims are taking Islam to be. Obama killed thousands of people. They celebrated it, the bond, and killed people for Islam. It is serious to grow economy. It is dangerous to grow economy with them. Let me say this to you. No matter how absurd and bizarre or strange or weird this thing sounds, if this thing, it is a possibility, it is really, really true. There's a possibility. Like I said, if two nations are fighting, if two nations are fighting, you can have someone come into the palace, pretend that they are lost, all eyes will be on the person, they'll be watching the person, they watch the person for 1 week, for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks, for 1 month, for 2 months. You understand? A whole lot of things. Maybe if some fights will even happen, you fight on their side. All those things is to get their trust and for you to know your purpose of going there. So that is how it is. And they don't use what you don't like to get you. It's not possible. If you want somebody to be free with you, all you have to do is to come out and you're very how do I even put it? You do things they want. You use what they want to get them. That is how it is done. The problem in Nigeria is the Muslim North and their fate. Their leaders believe in cheating and evils in addition to nepotism. They felt that holding on to power is the solution and is to their problems. All of them should go and compare the benefits they made from Basanjo, Jonathan's regime to the nepotistic government. Yet, they are still supporting the wrong thing. Exactly. Do you know that if a southern president is actually on the seat, that person is going to favor the north more? Have you seen it? It is always like that. I don't know why, but if a southern president is at the whim of, you see northerners enjoy the same thing when it happens to be a northern president. Now, that is not the bone of contention. We want somebody who will come and be fair to all. Someone who equity, fairness, and justice would be his watchword. Who he will want to write will come in with a notion, let me correct this notion of this particular people are inferior, this particular people are superior. He will want to correct that notion, and he will do everything consciously to make sure that that feeling goes away. Okay, no problem. They are still evangelists. After all, you supported the idea of Islamization. Don't worry, more trouble is coming to avenge the innocent blood of Christ. There is no time. Unfortunately, this is not even the time to come out and say the Christian blood they killed on call. At this point, people are dying. All these things where you talk. If you are there when these things are happening, you go see him out to talk. At this point, I do not know if the government still have these people in mind, because it is obvious from the body language of a government. With everything that has happened, they are not ready to do anything for anyone. So we just hope that, the incoming, the one we're going to be voting for, we're going to vote for someone who has the best interest of all the geopolitical zones at heart. All right, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.